You gotta love your business. You have to love your business as much as you love your work. It's kind of a non-negotiable. And if you don't, you have to figure out a way to start. Otherwise, you won't make it. A lot of people get into business, especially as solopreneurs, as artists, as creatives, as service providers or helpers or healers, people who want to do good work. And then they get into it and go, oh, I have to be a fucking CEO too. I have to be a marketer, and I have to be a HR person, and I have to be a manager, and I have to be a leader, and now I have to be a content producer, and I have to be on video, and I have to write, and I have to, it's a lot. It's overwhelming. And those have-tos add up. And if the have-tos of running your business start to eclipse the work itself, then it can start to feel like the business part needs to just be kicked to the curb. You just want to do the work. I just want to do the work. I've heard it 1,000 times. I just want to do the work. Why do I have to do all this other shit? Because all of that other shit is what allows you to do the work. And that's the uncomfortable truth of this, is that doing the good work, working on your own terms, being a business owner means that about 30% of your time will be doing the thing you love, doing the creative thing, delivering on your promises. The rest of it is figuring out how to tell the world about it. That's it. Or making sure that your business is in compliance so you don't get sued, or making sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. And the way you start loving that, because I don't love every piece of it. Nobody does, right? God, the thought of invoicing, I'd rather have my fingernails pulled out. It drives me crazy. I automate what I can, but you gotta pay attention to this stuff. The way you work this out is by recognizing, this is the one and only area where I ever talk about mindset. It's recognizing that every one of those have-tos is what affords you the get to, right? But because when you had a day job, you didn't have any time for the creativity. You didn't have any time to do the work. So if you're doing the work 30 to 40% of your time, and the rest of it is spent doing stuff that's hard, that you have to do, that beats zero, right? That beats the alternative. So I practice this. I actually do, and I work with my clients on this too, of actually looking for ways to go, I love this task. This task means that I get to be in alignment with what I say I want. Showing up here was hard for me. Showing up on TikTok took me a really long time of people telling me I should. I don't know where my resistance came from. I really don't. I don't mind being on video. It's never been don't show my face, because I'm such a shrinking violet. But for whatever reason, it felt like I have to. It felt like one more thing. Until I got to a place where I can go, I've been saying for years that the most important thing to me is teaching as many people as I can how to be great business owners in a way that they value integrity and critical thinking and helping other people. And here's this incredible medium that I'm avoiding like the plague when it's the very thing that I could offer that freely to as many people as possible. It has the highest chance where I can put my money where my mouth is, where I can stop being a hypocrite who's just quietly sitting in the corner going, I'm super smart, I have smart things to say, please listen, but nobody's listening because I'm not telling anyone, right? We all have stories like that. You have to find a way to love it. So here I am, loving it. I love that this exists. I love that I have an outlet and an ability to share my knowledge that I have worked years and years for, that's just sitting around, banging around in here, only getting an outlet with the few clients that I can work with one-on-one. So I love that I get to share. So find a way to love the things you have to do. Otherwise, it will all feel like too much. It'll feel like all the have-tos are pressing in on the get-tos. And that sucks. You don't want that. So you have to figure out a way to love your business as much as you love your work.